got some quarterfinal action for you in the King of the Ring event. That's the talented pro Dustin Gatliff on the left side. He'll play to 7. And on the right, Kid Rawlings will play to 5. Best 2 games out of 3. And the winner of this one will advance to the semifinal.
Table number 25, Woolridge and Gabriel. Harvey and Baxley, table 25, Colorado, DYP. DYP, Ray Mendel and Jeff Reese versus Buddy Johnson and Rick Lindgren. Table number 27, Mendel and Reese, Johnson and Lindgren. Table number 27.
It's actually a round of 16. The winner of this one will advance to the quarterfinal as we look it up. So it's a round of 16 match. And here's Rawlings with a shot attempt blocked by Gatliff. Again, Dustin Gatliff, pro-rated player, has to play to 7. And it's not easy to have to outscore the opponent by 2, maybe 3 goals in a game. Gatliff, a very good singles player. And he likes to use the left hand both to pass, as he does here, but also he'll shoot with it. And shoot very well with it. In fact, Dustin today played goalie war entirely left-handed. And as we watch him play here, you'll also see him use the elbow on the 3-rod. Single hand on both goalie rods. In other words, he's got all 4 rods covered defensively. We'll watch that as we go along here. 1-1. Rawlings playing to 5, Gatliff to 7. As we look to fill in one more quarterfinalist.
Juan Torres Jr. versus Steve Moss, table number 19, amateur singles.
The King of the Ring this year really up in the air. We really have no clear favorite in the event. All the pro masters are out. There's only a couple of pros left. Gatliff and Paul Rankin, the California pro. Kristen Noose, very good lady player, playing as a rookie here in this event. And Kristen, as we look over on table number 2, just a game away from advancing to the semifinals. Here's Gatliff using the left hand on the 2-rod. Tried to brush that one through, does get it to the 5, and he'll now step into the forward position. It's 1-1 here in game number 1. For those of you watching live, this will be our final match of the night. As we bring things to a close on a Friday evening, we'll be back with you tomorrow at 12 noon. And Dustin shot that one with his elbow. He made the block and then used the elbow to shoot it back on goal. And there's the hesitation pull kick by Rawlings. Two 2-1 lead for Kidd. And the quick pass, the quick score makes it 2-2. Kid Rawlings. The name he was born with was Steven, but no one calls him that. He's known as Kid to everybody, and he's now up 3-2. Gatliff firmly through the lane. Dustin sets up the snake shot, and that shot attempt blocked up into the air and off the table. Kid Rawlings will put the ball back into play. Gatliff uses the left hand on both goalie rods to capture the ball. It's really something he's very good at. In with the left. But can't connect on the pass. Rawlings with a quick pass to that far side, blocked by Gatliff, and then he gets it through on the near side but can't hold on to it. Still 3-2 here in game number 1. The winner of this one will advance to the quarterfinals of King of the Ring handicap singles.
DYP, Rick Reese and Terrence Bomback versus Robert Hayes and Sherry Nash. Rick Reese, Terrence Bomback, Robert Hayes and Sherry Nash. And you guys play on 10-17. DYP. Opens next. Liz Hill, Blake Robinson, Catherine Howland.
Still 3-2. Gatliff trying to bring it back down the middle, blocked again by Rawlings. Kidd leading 3-2 here in this first game. Jim Stevens with you late on Friday night. It is about 12:44. And it's now 4-2. 4-2 lead. Pass back down the middle here by Gatliff. Dustin shot near side, blocked up into the air and off the table. So Rawlings will put the ball back into play. Kidd leading 4-2 here in the first game. Needs just one more goal to claim game number 1. And he's able to pick it up on his 3-rod. Kidd Rawlings for a first game win. And that one's going to stub back into the goal, and the opening game of this quarterfinal match, rather this round of 16 match, goes to Kidd Rawlings. Dustin Gatliff puts the ball into play, opening up game number 2. For the early lead, Dustin Gatliff. And Rawlings, who has done a good job defensively, but that one's blocked and then carries in anyway for Gatliff. He's up 1-0. Kidd Rawlings up 1-0 in games as he passes it through, and he'll set it up in pull shot position. Rawlings. Tried to stroke that long, blocked away, comes back to Kidd on the 5.
Blake Roxdale, Jr. Blake Roxdale, Jr.
Kidd Rawlings, the national champion this year in amateur singles and amateur doubles as well, I believe. You see the defensive style of Gatliff on the left side, and he takes it away, then gives it back. There you see it. You see the elbow on the 3-rod, controlling both goalie rods. He does make the steal here on the 5, and then picks it up on the 3, and he can increase his lead in game number 2 as he sets it up and strokes it home. It's 2-0. And Rawlings uses 3 walls, and the call is made. He tried to call a timeout, but Gatliff already had made the call, so there will be no timeout, and the ball will simply be put back into play by Gatliff on his 5. Dustin. And again, Rawlings there defensively. He's been very good defending against the 3-rod of Gatliff so far in the match, although he does trail 2-0 here in the second game. And one up into the air and off the table. Ball put back into play by Dustin Gatliff. And up the table and in here for Ewing. Rather for Rawlings. 2-1 lead for Gatliff. Kid Rawlings leading 1-0. Gatliff with a quick pass, the quick pull kick. We've seen that one a couple of times in the match. And Gatliff back up by 2 goals at 3-1. Rawlings will get a fortunate possession here. Quick pull kick goes wide, and hustling rebound by Gatliff. Beautiful pass here to the 5 by Dustin. He's looking at the pull kick, decides not to pull the trigger. Will set up the snake shot and look to increase his lead here. Dustin Gatliff fires it home far side. It's 4-1. So Gatliff with a strong effort here in this second game. He trails 1-0. He needs to get to 7, so he still needs 3 more. Rawlings playing to 5, needs 4 more goals to win game number 2 in the match. Rawlings with another possession here. Stub that one. Rebound comes back towards Kidd's goal. Gatliff knocks it forward. Still 4-1 here in the second game. Dustin angles it in. It's 5-1. Rawlings can't hold on to it. It comes back to Gatliff on the 5. And Dustin now up 6-1 here in game number 2. Just a goal away from sending it to a third and decisive game. And there it is. So Dustin Gatliff comes out and wins game number 2, 7-1. And we're all even at 1 game apiece. Kid Rawlings on the right. Dustin Gatliff on the left as we open up game number 3. The winner stays alive, moves to the quarterfinals. The loser finishes 9th in the King of the Ring handicapped singles event. As Rawlings now sets up the snake shot, has that one blocked back the other way and then slammed in by Gatliff. Dustin Gatliff up 1-0 again. He's playing to 7, Rawlings to 5. And Gatliff took over the match beginning with that second game. He's now scored 8 of the last 9 goals. Make it 9 of 10.
Open mix, Randy Chavez, Betty Barnett, Ben Kemner, Joe Kemner. Table number 21.
Pass down the middle here by Gatliff, who is living with the ball. Dustin along the outside wall as he works it up the table. And there's a block by Rawlings. 9 of the last 10 goals have been scored by Dustin Gatliff, who you saw there tried to catch that ball with his elbow. He's comfortable doing it, and he's confident doing it. Passed nicely along that near wall.
Table number 15,
Nice defensive series by Rawlings. However, it results in a possession for Dustin, who sets it up, spreads the fingers wide, and strokes it home. It's 3-0. That is 10 of the last 11 for Dustin Gatliff.
Mendel and Reese, Hillard, and Wilkin, table 24, DYP.
Rawlings needs this one.
Table 7, new result. Sammy Saunders, Dave Thompson, lead by Klein, John Rodriguez.
3-0 lead here in the third game for Dustin Gatliff. Gets it through. Steps into the forward position. And gets this one through as well. It's 4-0. Big time performance from Dustin Gatliff, and Kid Rawlings will call timeout. Dustin Gatliff has scored 11 of the last 12 goals in this match. And he's up 4-0 here in the decisive third game. Rawlings put it on goal, and then it's Gatliff who eventually snags the rebound on his 5-rod, passing it through the lane. And shot attempt blocked and taken away by Kidd. Back the other way goes Rawlings. He's on the scoreboard. It's 4-1. Lead for Dustin Gatliff, as finally Kid Rawlings was able to break the string, which was at 11 of the last 12. Dustin trying to take it out to the far side. That one blocked a bit of the air and comes back off the table. Kid Rawlings will put it back into play. And up the table and in for Kidd. So now each player needs 3 goals to win the match. 2 in a row from Rawlings, and he's back in it. But Gatliff, chance to surge back ahead as Dustin sets up the snake shot. Try to come near side. Blocked off the table by Rawlings.
DYP, first Wolverine to Dustin Gabriel. This is John Bennett and Ron Olson, table 7. Wolverine to Gabriel, Cunningham and Olson, table 7.
Oh, Rawlings went to grip the handle and simply lost it. Back to Gatliff. Dustin. And again, Rawlings there.
Jamie Terry, Matt McCurry, Spirit Police, and Christian Ewing, table 36, DYP. Terry and McCurry, Police, and Ewing, table 36, DYP.
Dustin Gatliff will put the dead ball back into play. And this one knocked down, almost grabbed by Rawlings on his 3-rod. Gatliff again with a left hand sends it towards the goal, then with a right hand on the 5-row. And a rebound picked up by Rawlings. Basically, we are tied, each player needing 3 more goals to win this third and final game. Rawlings fires that one on goal, and Gatliff able to grab the rebound, step back into the forward position. And then the advance and the quick pull kick. That's the third time we've seen that from Gatliff, and it's been effective all 3 times. It's 5-2, and Dustin will call timeout. Ball put back into play by Kid Rawlings. Dustin Gatliff leading 5-2. Rawlings shot attempt taken away by Dustin.
Bo Keener, your food is here. If you want to come up to the stage, for the registration area, actually, Bo Keener, up to the stage, please.
And Gatliff able to rattle that one through. Dustin will set it up, looking to move within 1 of victory. Dustin Gatliff.
I need a result from table number 29.
Stokes it home near side. It's match point for Gatliff. So Dustin Gatliff loses the first game to Kid Rawlings. Then comes out, scores 11 out of 12. And has now surged ahead 6-2 here in this final game, and there it is. So Dustin Gatliff outlasts Kid Rawlings to advance to the quarterfinals of King of the Ring Handicap Singles.